This is gonna be an embarrassing video to cover. I absolutely dogged myself today, and it's in the worst way possible, right? Let's just recap today's trading day and kind of explain what's going on here. So, obviously we're coming into the market right here, I believe it is. Yep. And I see two possible things: either we tap this gap and we reject these, either we like I said, either we tap the gap and reject to this low, this possible, or this possible, or we impulse higher and just take this one out. And that's really it, right? Now, in mind, I'm like, okay, a possible retracement. I want to see a flip bullish, right? So here we are in market open, right here. And what can you see is like an obvious draw, right? Just from the get-go. Are we closer? I mean, we're not really close to either. Maybe probably shorts, but right, you want to see something clean happen. So we open, and off open I don't enter until open creates structure. If we don't create any structure off of the open candles, then I'm not bothering, right? So as you see, we open right here. Next candle is this guy. Nothing to confirm. That wick's a low sketch. I begin to scale down, or just be cautious, right? Waiting, we're just chopping, we still haven't closed above a high. Yeah, we inverse this, but is in a way we like now. We're chopping, still chopping. Then we finally get something that's kind of obvious, right? We close below a pretty obvious low here. We took out this 1 hour high or 15-minute high. Like, we're just generally bearish now. And if you were to then scale onto the 1 minute, you can then be looking for some sort of retracement, and if there's a confirmation, and you could take that confirmation all the way down to the lows of your draw, with like your stop just being protected with those highs and catching stuff like that. Of course we don't, and we just flip like this for no apparent reason, which results in us delivering like absolute dog for the rest of the day. I mean, here at PM it kind of gets nice, but like now it's obvious. But yeah, we're gonna do a little bit of back testing here. And actually, I want to watch one of my recaps of when I was actually locked in. I have multiple of them. Here looks like I'm back testing. Let's go watch how I would back test. Alright, so I'm launching Valorant while I do this recap trading thing. Start off by going into our session. To my left 5 minute, and I'm looking for the left. I want to see easy targets to hit, right? The freest one as of right now would have been that one. But there's no reason that we failed to take this one out. So now I'm scaling down my 5 minute, and I'm looking for an obvious reason why we should enter. Now, if we inverse this gap right here, I'd go short, right? This is an obvious short. So let's see what happens off of what does it say, 5? All right, nothing. All right, bam, we get shorts. What are we doing though? We're wicking off these lows right now. Yes, this is still a good target, but maybe possibly a short right here. I wouldn't really take this though. Nothing clear. Once again, we're also wicking off these lows. We don't like to see wick. So now, in order for me to switch my bias and be bullish, would have to be due to some sort of flip. So bam, we inverse this gap. Now the most obvious draw there is going to be this one. No wicking at all. We didn't even take out this high. So now I can validate and say, okay, first of all, we wick these lows. Second of all, we inverse to this gap. And third of all, we're closing above highs. So now I can scale down, look for some sort of gap, retrace into that blue line. Get this nice sell-off. Nice retrace. One bullish candle, and I'm long. Right here's that one bullish candle. I went long right here, stops on that low. Target this high. This was a negative R trade. I'd size really light here because there's no apparent reason that we don't take it. I mean, you could try to drag it. I think that's why I put a tap for value gap. I was like, yeah, no reason why. So here we'll do light sizing. There it is. That would have been your profit on the trade. All right. Bearish. So, all right. So I actually closed break even because I had it miscalculated. So now I'm like, alright, now what do I want? Oh, we're wicking, right? Remember what's our higher time frame bias? We're still bearish, right? We tap the 1 hour gap. Now wing, bam, we sell off, right? We instantly sell off, we flip. Now I'm looking for some sort of retrace. We do retrace this 3 minute gap up here, and the moment I see that sell off candle, bro, like, no second doubts, no second guessing. Just full on stops above you. Target this low. That was a 3 minute, yeah, stop to a 3 minute target. Mitigated risk right here, 1 break even. You could have also sized up and 1 break even. And you can see how we got edged. And it doesn't play out. But key thing here is, like, before I start switching up my bias, like, obviously short term this is this, but we're playing long term bias, so we should really be waiting for that higher time frame stuff to play out. So, like, because our draw is lower, because we failed, and plus we should really be taking out this low with Goon. Alright, so like I was saying, get this nice sell-off, nice displacement. I'd like to see a retracement, honestly. Keep in mind we're still in the gap, but like a nice 3 minute retracement would suffice for this day. I believe I didn't take anything as of that moment. Yeah, price was just buns. So we do inverse here. You could see this. Now I'd still be bearish because we did close below lows. We're wicking, and just overall structure-wise, we're respecting this 1 hour gap. Now the moment I see that reaction here, all I'm looking for is some sort of inverse candle, which we do get, telling me that what? Well, we should come down to these 2 lows. We already are deep enough, and then from here, scale into like your one minute. Look for some sort of retracement, nice sell-off. To me, you could take this. There should be really no reason why this fails. Bam. There you go. Once again, what we're doing, we're playing with high time frame stuff, right? It's key to understand that, or just be really patient until it becomes clear. All right, here we're pulsating really high up. I mean, we have a lot of low resistance just stacked up here. Overall, I think these were like my main targets, and I kept in mind this gap. And then sell off, I mean, no, but we're just overall bullish, right? So I'm looking for some sort of obvious bullish candle here. Right, bam, we get this nice close. I'm like, okay, maybe a retracement here I'd like to catch. So I'm waiting. Bam, we sell off. We get this nice buy off. I check the 3 minute. I'm like, okay, we get a decent gap reaction. We get a decent buy off. I mean, stops are going to be unrealistically bad. But I'm going to have it at this first gap, right? And then my first target was you. Second target would be you. So then we'll size up after we close above this high. This is where I'd size up and add an extra con. And then go break even right here. For take we green. Okay. So yeah, I mean the first one was really obvious though. And like risk reward wise, I had it at 1, and then it sort of played out.
Alright, so you guys can see how I waited for literally the 5 minutes to get as clear as day, and then I would wait for the 1 minute to create a retracement. And we're going to try that out here, where it's like, okay, we're not really against gaps, and if we are, it's a really logical thing, etc, etc. We actually have half a month left on this session here. Should I continue or should I do a new one? I think I'll do a new one, because this is probably skewed. Yeah. Beep. Beep, 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 beep. Alright, 50,000. Yes. We'll do 2022 of May. Why not? Alright. I've never done this month, so you guys get actually some raw back testing live of what my win rate would have been for that month, because I usually I high key just have great memory. Alright, so we want lows as targets, and honestly we do have one right here I do like. We got a few actually. I'm just gonna mark these 3. I'm gonna ignore those 2. Let's see, we did take out this one. We do have this high. Okay. On this 1 hour, I don't want to see the 5-minute give us clear draw. We wick. I don't like that. We flip. My bias is there. I'm scaling to the 1. First obvious candle and it takes out the high. That's not good. No. It probably does play out though, but no. I can't take something like that. I can't see myself doing that. Maybe if we get like a clear, okay. This is a little bit better. I honestly think we SMT'd and this is gonna fail, but you know, no harm in just seeing how we do, so. There you go. Cool. And that's exactly how I should be executing. I know I was goofing off today. Like, today was a great example where I didn't see two confluences really line up. Look, we're in this bearish gap. Like, our only obvious draw is this 4-hour low. Maybe this 1-hour low if we get lucky. And generally, you know, that's really is these two. Alright, what I want is to see confirmation candle. What do? We wick. Alright, see how we're going to react out of here. Still kind of wicky. Playing 1 more 5. Confirmation, right? Look, we inverse and we wick lows. 2 things on the 5-minute confirmed. Just go to the 1. Wait for a retracement. We get our retrace. Way too aggressive of a retrace, first of all. This kind of invalidates the whole trade. But same idea. We should eventually come up to DOL. And if we don't, then it's just unprobable, you know what I mean? Like, there's nothing wrong about it. There's nothing wrong about not trading for the day. Like, okay, say I did just get on. You best believe my eye is taking a setup like this. And I bet you, I mean, other than us just chopping and ranging, close above highs, we wicked lows previously. We don't really have a gap tap, but most likely this plays out. You could argue also that the inverse isn't just there. Like, we just got a flip candle, not really an inverse. And usually you look out for inverses. This might play out or not. Just great. I don't know. Cook day, honestly. Alright. This day looks like we're just going to absolutely rot the bed and do nothing. But let's see if we can even pick a direction. Empty my bank account. We picked our direction finally, right? We're clearing up. I'm waiting for a retrace of some sort. Obviously, that's the only one we really get here. I wouldn't really count these as a retrace. And we take our only DOL for shorts. Because our next one's 1,000 yards lower. So, you just chop the whole day, right? We're in this big old gap. Really not really any draws. Gonna be honest with you here. Gonna play the 5 till we get confirmation that we're gonna flip. We continue to sell off. Now keep in mind, this draw's not getting hit. Maybe I lied and it is. We're a lot closer to it than I expected. Alright, you get this nice V flip. Obvious draws. I genuinely wouldn't trade this day too much. Gonna go break even here because we shouldn't really retrace. Bang. Dude, it's actually a lot better. Wow. I think what I was missing out was kind of the 2 reaction things instead of just 1 and being like a retard. It's not even the 2, it's just let it play out and let, like, if I don't see 2 things, then it's obviously not a clear draw, right? Here we kept selling off. I thought we were going to flip. We kept selling off. We're closer to the draw. It's like, okay, it's obvious now, right? Especially when we get closer to the draw. It's almost like saying, someone asks you, guess the final color, and they start mixing colors, right? So imagine it like, I don't know if paint allows me to, maybe with the watercolor one. Or like with the oil. Someone's like, alright, they're like, guess the color, right? And this is going to be their palette. Red, blue, magenta. And they say, guess it right now. You're not going to know. But what happens when you start to add the colors on, right? Red on top of the magenta. And then the blue on top of that. Right? And then you start to get this like unique color that no one else is going to know unless they started mixing it themselves. You know what I mean? And once it comes to the final point, obviously not where it's oversaturated in one color, but basically that's when it gets clear. So wait not for when you know the three things you gotta look for. Wait for the setup to come your way. Look, when you start mixing them, it's like, okay, can I guess what the color is gonna be right now? No, not really. Right now it looks like a purple, right? What color does this look like normally? A dark blue. We have a purple. All right, now we're adding the red, the final color. Now can you guess what it is? Let's see. What does it look like? If I were to zoom in to the exact pixel where we have it, what does the red turn it into? A burgundy color. See how much more easier it is now once it clears up? So that's all you're kind of doing here. You're letting it clear up. I play the 5. Okay, we sell off really aggro, right? Do we have any more draws lower after this? Look, dude, I don't even know. I didn't even mark them out. Okay. We do. Are we selling off into them? Yeah. Are we confirmed that we're selling off lower? Yeah. Let's play one more 5. Let's see how we react here. And our bias would be absolutely obliterated. The crazy part is I know someone would probably take this flip and get cooked. Why would this not be clean? Hard to say if there's no gap, honestly. Oh, there is. I believe we're in a gap. Are we? Wait, maybe I'm wrong. We went as low as there and like a few points. I think we did tap a gap though. Yeah, we definitely did. Okay. That makes sense, yeah. I would have waited for the gap to react, right? What do we do? We're wicking. One more candle. I'm just waiting for confirmation. That tells me we're going higher. What do? We flip, right? Alright, cool. I'm waiting for that retrace that we would typically get. Bam. Nice flip, retrace, right? Did we close above highs here? We did just barely, and we tapped a 5-minute gap. Does this confirm it enough? If you think so, yeah, take it. If not, you wait for the extra confluence. Like, this is a lot better to me. I typically don't trade this time. I don't think this plays out. I mean, it looks clean, but just because of the time of day, it's probably going to be a break even. And it ends up not being it. But just like that, simple again. I'm trying to make this simple for you guys, and this is only a few trades, but I hope you understand how, like, yeah, we're in the gap, we're selling off, but is it clear enough that we're at the draw? No. Clear enough would be where we're selling off here, and we're going to have a clean instant reaction. The moment you see us start buying up aggressively, like this, dude, it's cooked. Don't even think you're bearish anymore. Like, yeah, bearish can still play, but just, it's not idealistic. Look over here. What do? We slowly retraced, slowly, versus here just flipping. Here we literally flipped as fast as we sold off, even here. But here we slowly retrace, and then we instantly buy up. Slow retrace gets over, cooked. This fast buy up, fast retrace. Nothing's gonna happen, bro. Like, fries in the bag. You're better off having a more reasonable trade, okay? I don't know if I'm gonna do one more. I kind of have to do some psych homework, and I'm a little lazy right now, but sure, we'll do one more. Why not? I just want to review this, put it out on my YouTube for people to use as education, because I'm actually in the same exact position where I'm like, dude, I don't even know how to trade. And this is not a good thing, right? You don't want to say that. You don't want to be in that point where you're clueless. And it's not that I'm close. It's that I don't remember. And I don't remember because I've adapted to a different style. So now we're out here trying to learn it, right? All right, we're in these 5-minute gaps. We're kind of wicking the high. I want to see how we react here. Bam. Confirmed, right? We close below lows, we wick highs. It's obvious. It's going to be a good day. Scale down. Retrace. I'd wait for more confirmation. Honestly, I kind of like that candle. But the way we bought up's kind of sketch. And it kind of looks like a range. You could get caught up in that. That's really like the only thing. It is a good candle, don't get it wrong. I don't think this plays out though. Like, this is just not clear enough, you know what I mean? And it plays out again. I mean, to break even. Nope. Yeah. Nope. Nope. Yep. TP. There you go.